So the other day, my band was playing live at a bar. Quite a few people were up and dancing, as per usual, and I was really paying attention to how many people were dancing. Certain songs, a crowd of people would rush to the dance floor, and then certain songs, that same crowd of people would leave the dance floor. So it got me thinking, can I produce something in the alternative rock genre that would be the type of song to get somebody up on the dance floor, or at the very least, not leave the dance floor? I'm always up for a challenge. So today I'm going to walk you through my process of creating a danceable alternative rock song from scratch. Let's make an absolute banger. Hopefully. All right, so I have a riff I'm going to start with. It's kind of a bluesy riff. Bluesy songs and riffs like these are very danceable, so I figured this would fit the vibe. So I'm going to start here and kind of build off of that. I got this Fender Stratocaster here. I got it on the bridge pickup. I'm going direct into my interface, Claret 8 Pre. I'm running guitar rig. I'm going to try this. One pan left, one pan right. I'm going to do one with this Sultans of Pop preset, and then I'm going to do one with Basic Chicago. I'm probably going to start out with like a 2-bar intro or something, and then we'll get right into that little riff. So let's start. Easy enough. So I'm not sure if I want to do some program drums or just do some splice drums here on this intro. So I found this one drum loop. I may do some different drums later, but for now, this is kind of getting us in the groove, so we'll go with these. So after that, we're going to duplicate these two guitars here. We'll change these to verse guitars. These ones are going to be the exact same setup here, same plugins, same everything, but we're just going to change the riff. So I'm probably just going to play this through. One thing I noticed about playing it through rather than just like recording separate parts and looping it is you'll get more into it. You'll get into the groove and there'll be a lot more feel in your guitar playing, which can go a long way when you're producing a track. So I'm going to play it through a couple times, see if I could get a good solid something going. I'm just going to quickly get this in time, and I will be back. Okay, that's going good. All right, I have to stop this here for a sec. Every production seems to have that magic moment where it turns into something special. I was fortunate enough to capture that moment live on camera. I'm not sure what came over me, but as I was freestyling, trying to figure out a melody, the music gods seemed to take over and have me sing this amazing melody followed by a few lyrics. Anyways, here's that moment where this went from just a production to a song. So let's find a way that we can make it. Let's find a place so we can take it. Somewhere down the road. Hoping all the signs tell me where to go. And I can't see it, I can't see it, and I can't hold on to these feelings, baby. I've been healing. Oh, your pretty face. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm already getting into this groove here. Okay, we got to get a bass in here. It's so missing a bass right now to get into that groove. So let's do a bass. I'm just using this Godin bass guitar. I just picked it up used for like $100. I think it's probably not a good bass guitar, but I'm not a bass player and I don't have the money to sink into a very good bass. So this is what we get. But it honestly works great. I use it in all my songs. I feel like you can probably do a filthy bass line to this song, but I'm not a bass player and I'm not good at making bass lines other than bass lines that are very generic. So I might mess around to see if I could do something cool, but it's probably going to be something generic. So if you're a bass player, I'm sorry for failing you. have not heard my dog for a minute, so I'm just going to go check on her. Winnie! Oh, she's right here. Hello? Oh, no, you got me. All right, we laid down that fat bass line, bro. That's so cringe. Okay, so in the middle of this verse here, I think I want to like do a little bit of a background guitar, like a little. Something like that, and then we'll get into like just something in the background to kind of make it interesting, and maybe the second half of that verse a little more dancey and fun. Is dancey even a word? I'm not sure, but okay, then I want like a. So we'll do that on that second half of the first verse. So not sure what happened there, but Logic just glitched right out. I'm going to do this little riff throughout the verse here. I think I'm just going to use the same guitar rig presets. I may change it to Basic Chicago, but I'll see what it sounds like when I record it. I want this mainly to come out of the right ear, but I do want it to come out of the left ear a little bit. I might record. Winnie, what do you got in your mouth? Getting into something over there. I just realized when I was recording all this on the bridge pickup, I had this tone switched up, so that pairs the bridge pickup, I believe, with the neck pickup. So everything I recorded was not a single coil pickup. But, I mean, it doesn't sound horrible right now, but I'll see in the end. So next, I just want to come back in with all these instruments right at the end of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do like a count in and then come in with a guitar solo right off the bat, because life is too short to not do a guitar solo. So I'm going to put a guitar solo. For a preset here, let's go with basic hot solo. Sounds a little pretty good. Probably record it and then I'll adjust any of this as necessary, but this is like a good starting point. Maybe add a bit of reverb, or delay. There's some good reverb and delays built into guitar rig, but I'm going to try and mess around with a solo first off here. See if I can get something. I'm just going to noodle around for like 10 or 15 minutes until I get something, and then I'll record it, and then we'll adjust as necessary. All right, I've been doing this for way too long. I just got to get a solo in here. I'm just going to tune this up. I'm just going to throw something in here because I just cannot think. I got like some parts in it and then I just can't get the other ones. Actually, to be honest, and I forgot about this, but the best way to do this is just record each take. Like I was going through and playing each take just as I had this looped. The best way I remember now is to like record it and then build off each take for a solo. Like you might have 40 takes at the end, but then it's like, okay, I like the first intro bit, I'm going to alter the next bit. And then if you do something cool, you'll actually remember it. So I just wasted probably 20 minutes there. 1, 2. All right, so I'm liking where that solo ended up. You can probably work on it for another 2 weeks, a month, 3 months before it's perfect. But like one simple phrase that I really truly go by is done is better than perfect. I'd rather just get something that is 90% there, then take those extra weeks or months to get it 100% there, because then you're never going to release music ever. So if there's one thing you can take from this video, done is better than perfect. All right, so we got the solo down-ish. For time's sakes, I think it's pretty good. Let's see what we can do next. So I'm going to quickly do a transition piece here from the pre-chorus to the solo. Instead of the drums staying in like this, I think I'm just going to stop the drums and do like a crash or something. And then kind of when I was messing around with this track, I kept doing like a 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we'll do is record that. Instead of like putting my own reverb on this, I want to get some room reverb. So I'm just going to kind of keep the vocals somewhat dry of regular reverb and see what this sounds like just using the room reverb. And to do that, I'm honestly just going to back up away from the mic. So like a lot of the room reflections will get into the microphone. So let's try that, see what it sounds like. Maybe it'll sound horrible, but I'm all about experimenting with sounds. Probably be nice if I hit record on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and along with that, I'm just going to record some drumsticks, like clicking. Or what would you call that? Clicking? Oh man, it's been a long day. All right, we're packing our house right now because we're moving, but I found these drumsticks. These drumsticks I used when I was 11 years old from Music Depot. This place has been closed down for years. So these are a solid 20 years old, these drumsticks. That is insane. Okay, let's record it with 20-year-old drumsticks. The tone on 20-year-old drumsticks, incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get into the chorus soon here. I just want to get all the other elements kind of squared away. I don't really have much else to do here. One thing I wanted to do was continue these into the pre-chorus, and then we will work on the chorus, then we will work on the vocals here, and we should have somewhat of a song here. Okay, so I think all the elements that are in here are pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. I just want to get a nice chorus going. I'm not sure what I'm going to change up here. I'm going to listen to it. I might listen to a few other reference tracks. That's always good to have a reference track too, just to give you some ideas and that you can work with, and just helpful. So I might listen to that, see if I could get some ideas, and then see what I can add on this chorus. Like, it's probably going to be very similar. I might add like a ride, a few extra elements just so it sounds a little bit bigger. But mainly, we're just going to have to sit down and write a nice hook for the vocals, something that's very catchy and chorus-like. That's going to be the big thing here. But yeah, I'm going to see what I can find, and yeah, we'll see what we can do here. So I might start out this chorus here just with a ride cymbal. I feel like lots of choruses have ride cymbals on them. Let's just fill out the frequency spectrum here. I'm just going to use this SoCal kit. It's a built-in Logic stock plugin. 1, 2, 3, 4. And loop it. Let's add a little bit of reverb to those rides. Okay, so I might do something like that where I just, instead of continuing the same, I'm just going to go right into the A chord and then just strum it. But then the second half, I'll do the, and then I'll get these bottom two B and E strings, second fret while I play the A chord to make it like kind of major 7th. I honestly don't know the chord, so I'm not a big musical theory guy. And then I think it'll sound cool. So I'm just going to record it, see what it sounds like. Okay, let's add some bass on there. 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure how many takes that was, but it was way more than I anticipated. I don't know what came over me there. I could not play a bass note. It's the easiest bass line ever. So I'm going to add like a supporting electric guitar layer probably. So I'm hearing something in my head on this chorus on these guitars. Something like that. So I'm going to record that on the guitar. I'm probably just going to use this guitar rig preset that I already have, Chicago, and see what we can do. So let's record that. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I want this way more like in the background. It's way too present right now. Honestly, it almost sounds like a doorbell. I might not keep it, but see if I could get a better guitar tone here. I'm just going to find like a crunchy, more distorted tone here. I kind of like that with the tremolo. And then if we added a little bit of a distortion here, maybe like a fuzz, let's see what that sounds like. Oh wow, this is a terrible tone. Oh, that's so ugly, but I love it. I wonder if we just stack some more guitars. I'm thinking we do that. Just sounds empty. So let's do like a crunchier tone, not something like we just used, but Chicago Crunch. We're using a Chicago, maybe we go Chicago Crunch. 2, 3, 4. All right, so I don't know how this is going to sound later, but all right, so I don't know if I'm necessarily liking how this is sounding with the guitars and this chorus. This is one of those trust the process moments. So I'm going to try and put some acoustic guitar in there, maybe to add something, because the guitars just sound bad. Maybe once it's mixed, it'll sound better, but right now I just don't like it. So let's add some acoustic guitar quick, and then we'll get into some vocals. I'm just going to record this Martin Cash signature guitar into my Audio-Technica AT2020 mic, about a foot from the mic, aimed at the 12th fret, same as usual. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm just going to cut out the lows. There's a little too much lows going on in these guitars. And I want the lows driven by the bass, not the acoustic guitars. Might add a splash of reverb. Just a little splash. I'm very curious what this acoustic guitar would sound like on the rest of the track. Let's just try it. See what happens. All right, that was kind of on the agenda to try and get like the sound of the guitar strings getting plucked, I guess. Because when you're recording DI, you don't capture that sound. And I think adding the acoustic guitar in there gives it that sound. And it also kind of fills up a layer on the chorus that I think was missing. So yeah, so here's a little listen. I'll do the verse quick and then the chorus just to hear the difference. So here's with it, without it. Just gives you that feeling that somebody's actually playing it. I don't know. And then here's on the chorus, with it, without it. I like it right now. I could hate it when I come back and listen to it tomorrow, but we'll go with that. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing here. I'm going to use this Chicago Crunch preset. I'm going to put a bunch of reverb on it. I think this is just the stock reverb when you pull up Space Designer. And then I'm just going to cut out some of the highs, obviously all the lows. And I'm going to try this, see what it sounds like. It might sound bad, but... 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that adds a nice layer. I think we went from a chorus that needs a little bit of work to a half decent chorus now. And once everything's mixed all together, I think it'll sound great. All right, now everyone's favorite part. Let's get into the vocals. So I just went through, took a couple hours and wrote down some lyrics and tried to get a few different good solid melodies going here. I think I got something that works, so I'm just going to record the vocals. So I'll see if there's anywhere that I can add some harmonies or some additional ear candy vocal stuff. And then we'll throw some Melodyne on everything, tune it up, and then I'll do a final playthrough here. Okay, I'm going to record into this Audio Technica AT2020 mic, and we'll start getting a song going.
Let's find a way that we can make it. Let's find a place that we can take it. And I can't see it, I can't breathe it. I'm dreaming. These feelings getting stronger and I just can't get away from you, baby. Do it our way. Let's everything in our place.
Okay, after about a million takes there, I think we got some vocals laid out. I pretty much go through, sing it once, and then I basically just go through and find the good parts and then chop them in and out. As you can see here, there's a bunch of areas that I chopped out. That's how I like to do it rather than like going through, doing 20 takes and then comping. Because I just find if I do one take at a time, I can adjust it as needed. Like if I don't like the way I'm saying the phrasing, I can alter it that way. It's the way I like to do it. You don't necessarily have to do it that way. What I did on the vocals was add a tape delay here, as you can hear.
Let's find a way that we can make it. Let's find a place so we can take it.
You can obviously hear that delay. So these are the settings here. Delay time is 115.3 milliseconds. I put the dry all the way to 100%, wet down to 26%. Nothing going on really for modulation. And then I just did a low cut here at 140 and a high cut at 4400 hertz. Fairly simple to get this. And then I put a little bit of distortion on the vocals as well, as you can tell.
Let's find a way that we can make it. Let's find a place so we can take it. Somewhere down.
Just with the stock logic. I send my stuff away, so my mixing engineer will probably alter this, but just for like getting the feel of the song right now, this is kind of a good way. Those alternative rock songs, a lot of them have that slapback delay, and that's how you can get it with the tape delay plugin there. I also added that slapback delay on the 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I figured it suited this track a lot, but you get the actual natural room reverb in there with the slapback delay. I think it sounds really good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So I think typically on these songs, there's not a lot going on in the background vocals as you would see with like an indie folk song. I'm going to try and get like a big sounding chorus with like sounding like a lot of people are singing it. Other than that, I might add a couple delays in a couple areas. That's about it. I don't have anything too crazy here. Like this is more of a band playing these songs. I know a lot of these alternative rock songs do have that, like those effects and those ear candy moments, but I also kind of want to make it sound like a band is playing this. So I don't want too many synthetic pieces here. I kind of want to make it sound like a live band. So I will do that with the harmonies. So for the chorus, I will run some harmonies / layered vocals here, and then I will go through and see if there's like any like spots that are empty that might need like a delay or like some sort of additional piece of ear candy or effect, and then we'll do a run through. So just going to get the vocals set up here. I'm going to take off the slapback delay. I might bring the Space Designer reverb up. I'm going to take off the overdrive, and then I will change this SSL channel to backing Vox. So I'm going to do 2 run-throughs. I'm going to pan them left and right. And I'm just going to sing it exactly how the song is sung. And then we'll see if we can get into some more interesting layers. Yeah, I'm just going to go with it. I don't really have a big plan here. So
We'll make it our way. Somehow we just found a place.
okay, I might try like a layer like a harmony layer, just like we've been making our way, we've been making our place. See what that sounds like?
We've been making our way, somehow we just found a place.
Okay, I'm gonna do some like away from the microphone. I'm gonna like stand back a little bit far to get that room noise. I'm gonna do like maybe 4 layers just so it sounds a little more like there's a bunch of like gang vocals, I guess. Not necessarily that, but I'm gonna try it and see what happens. See how long my voice lasts here, because this is a lot of singing and a lot of layers.
Oh yeah, we're making our way now, and she's been taking me downtown.
All right, so for some of these last layers, I also sang it differently. Like I sang it deeper. If you could hear.
We've been making our way, somehow we just found a place.
Not how I typically would sing it. I would do a falsetto layer, but I cannot hit that falsetto note. And just to save my vocals, because I did have an injury last year, I try not to do too many layers in one session. So I'm probably going to keep it here. I would probably double this. I may come back at a certain point and double these, just so it sounds like a big gang of people singing. If I were to release it, maybe I'd get like a girl on here or somebody else, just to make it sound like it's not just me. So here's what they sound like, just all these layers on their own.
We've been making our way, somehow we just found a place. Oh yeah, we're making our way now.
And here's in context with the song.
And we've been making our way, somehow we just found a place.
So sounds pretty good. I like it. I really like that. Add some additional layers. And now I can go through. There are a couple empty spots in here. Let's see if we can fill them with like a delay or something else. And then I will melodyne everything so it's in tune. And then we'll do a final run through. I'll give my final thoughts and see what happens. Let's see for our first one. Let's see if we could do something with this.
Now I'm bringing her down, down, downtown.
So let's add a layer here. Duplicate this track and maybe like I might sing it again. Now I'm bringing her down, down, downtown. Or like, so maybe we add a layer onto that because I do it. No, I'm bringing her down, down, downtown. What if we went up an octave? No, I'm bringing her down, down, downtown.
Now I'm bringing her down, down, downtown. Now I'm bringing her down, down, downtown.
So there's a little pause here. I don't know if we fill it with something.
Oh no.
We could do another layer here. Oh no, 1 octave up.
Oh no.
I wonder if when I say this,
Oh yeah, we're making our way now.
I'm like in the background. Oh yeah, we're making our way now. Something like that. Oh yeah, we're making our way now.
Oh yeah, we're making our way now.
And then I'll have to say that for taking me downtown. And then I maybe put like a delay after the nows on here.
Making our way now. And she's been taking me downtown.
And one last vocal here. Make this town ours now.
Let's go make this town ours now.
Okay, I think that made the chorus a little bit more interesting with the additional layers here and the delay that I put on there. All right, I mean, we could go over this for hours and add subtle little things that nobody will notice, but I think it's at the point where it's pretty much done here. The only thing I have left is I'm going to tune the vocals. I'm going to use something called Melodyne. It's just a vocal tuning software. It allows you to alter the pitch of each individual note that you sing. It'll analyze it, and then you can alter the pitch. You can change the pitch modulation. You can change the timing. You can change everything. So you could basically tighten everything up with it, as well as tune everything individually and not make it sound robotic. So I'm just going to tune the vocals here so it doesn't sound too bad. But once I'm done that, we'll do a quick run through, and then I'll give you my final thoughts.
Let's find a way that we can make it. Let's find a place that we can take it. Somewhere down, down, down the road. Hoping all the signs tell me where to go. And I can't see it, and I can't breathe, and I can't hold on to these feelings, babe. Tell me where to go. I don't know where to go. I know the road.
and we got ourselves a song. I'll be completely honest here. This was one of the funnest productions I've worked on in a while. It's just super upbeat, catchy, very danceable. I just had a lot of fun. As for the production itself, sonically, it's not perfect. I'm not a mixing and mastering engineer. I send all my stuff away, as I've previously mentioned. It can use some work, 100%. This video is more for the creative process of how to produce an alternative rock song. A couple other things. Lyrics, at first I didn't particularly enjoy them. They're fairly cheesy. It's kind of like a guy and a girl trying to make this relationship work, but I kind of grew to like them. Go listen to like all the Billboard Top 100 hits. They're all super cheesy songs. So I think I could get away with some cheesy lyrics once in a while here. A couple other things, like it could probably use a few more ear candy elements. Some alternative rock songs have a lot of ear candy elements and vocal effects and layers. Some are just strictly it's the band playing. Obviously there's some production elements in there that make some different ear candy and stuff like that, but there's not a lot in this song. If I were to release this, I might add a few more ear candy elements to it, maybe a few more layers on the vocals, some delay and reverb effects and stuff like that, but I'd have to play around with it. But for time's sakes in this video, I just didn't do too much. And yeah, I like the slapback delay on the vocals. I really like the added layers on the chorus and that delay that I added. Guitars sound great. Really love the acoustic guitar going over top of the electric guitar and kind of making it more human sounding, I guess. To be honest, all in all, just a super fun production. I'm really glad how it turned out. And I will likely release this song. It is a different genre than I usually release, but you know what? Who cares? Life's too short. Just release whatever the heck you want to release. And obviously in the intro of this video, I said, is this song going to be danceable? And you know what? I have been jamming to this track this whole time, bobbing my head, moving around, dancing with my dog when I do a listen through. So on the danceability scale, I will give it an 8.2. And I think we were successful. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. It would mean the world to me. There's tons more videos coming out just like this one. And I'd love to hear in the comments, what is your favorite genre of music to produce?